feel the need to keep it a buck with y'all. I feel the need to be millisecond for millisecond. As a professional actor who started content creating and has found joy in bringing you guys joy through my content over the past few years, I'm not gonna lie, guys. It is getting harder and harder for me to wake up motivated to keep creating in that direction, because I am tired from the inside out. And everybody wants you to keep it light and happy and fun. Companies want you to keep it fun. Your audience wants you to keep it fun, you know? But as a Black woman living in this country, ever since November, I wake up so fucking angry. I'm so angry. And the anger is justified, and it's really hard to pull the hee ha ha out of me. I created this platform off of me playing all the parts in my versions of my favorite movies and shows. Because those movies and shows, as much as I love them, they didn't include women that look like me or women more marginalized than me. I've had to find a way to relate to white men for the past 3 decades. So I said, until somebody gives me that big screen opportunity, I'm going to make my own little opportunities here on this little screen. And, you know, have fun with it and spread some joy along the way. And I watched representation improve. I watched it get better. Was it perfect? No. Was it often bare minimum? Yes. Am I stupid and naive? No. I'm fully aware, especially in the entertainment industry, that big companies only value diversity, equity, and inclusion as far as they're able to profit from it. Regardless, a win is a win, you know? Every time somebody marginalized, like a little Black boy or a little Black girl, gets to see themselves represented on screen, especially in a context of power, even if it's not perfect, that is a win. All to get here in 2025, where so many people in one way or another opted for this reality in which progress gets undone. And one of those undoings are people feeling emboldened to say that they are tired of seeing people like me on screen and off. And again, am I stupid and naive? No. Obviously, these people and sentiments have been around this entire time. It hasn't changed. But the fact of the matter is, when you give these shitty people, these bigots, an environment where they feel emboldened to speak their shitty thoughts, they get inspired and emboldened to do more than just talk. Now they're more comfortable calling us the N-word again. They're more comfortable saying that they want our extinction. Fucking Black fatigue. Not the fatigue that Black people feel from having to go through the world being treated the way we do. No, fatigue from having to see Black people, to have to be in the same spaces as us. Just fatigue of having us around. And a government that supports that sentiment. Like, not only have I somewhat let go of some hope that my dreams will even come true, but I'm scared and I'm pissed and I'm tired and I'm triggered. My trauma happened in the last Tangerine administration. Folks were very emboldened then. And a lot of the things that are being imposed on people right now are some of the things that were done to me. So I actually wake up every day, PTSD triggered. I've had to be real with myself about that. And coming to terms with that, like, I've had to adjust the way I go about my day, how much work I allow myself to do. I've had to prioritize self-care. Do you know why I'm laying in bed right now? Because I've been nursing a panic attack. In my early days of PTSD, I would get a panic attack every week, usually Monday. Ever since November, it's been happening again. Except it flip-flops between Monday and Tuesday. It won't make up its fucking mind. And the racism that's been pouring in from fandoms that have been part of my main audience for the last few years. Again, I know they've always been there, but it's just so much, and I don't feel like doing the hee ha ha. The amount of people I've had to block that were following me, one quick glance at their profile can tell you they voted against my rights, but they love when I entertain them. Like, this nastiness just coming out of pale folk, including, sometimes especially, the ones that consider themselves allies. Especially when you experience it in real life, let me tell you. Again, we always knew it was there, but that doesn't make enduring the revelation any easier. And as if that's not exhausting enough, the crabs in the barrel behavior that persists from skin folk, the ones that Harriet would have left. A lot of these issues being trauma responses and such from our trauma from white supremacy. But even given that, holy fuck. I saw a picture of that statue in Times Square, and I was like, oh my god, that is a beautiful representation of an unambiguously Black woman. You know what? Hell yeah. All to come on here and see skin folk saying the most disgusting things about this statue that reflects the representation that is most missing. All to fix thumbs and fix mouths to type and say words that you would think would be coming out of the racist pale people's mouths. Some of those words coming from other black women. A lot of them coming from other black women. That's not an appropriate representation of black women. But by the same token, I'm blocking people every day telling me that I'm not black. By the same token, Beyonce is not relatable for black people because she grew up middle class. As if one measure of blackness is how broke you are. When I watched Sinners for the first time, I was like, it's really nice that the black women in this top-billed cast aren't black women that look like me, if you catch my drift. I've seen more videos from skin folk screaming, crying, throwing up, insisting that Mary isn't black than I've seen videos of appreciation for Annie and Pearline. So who's centering whiteness now? There's just no right way for black women to exist and get the appreciation that they deserve. There is no way black women get to exist in all of our diversity. Every way we exist is wrong. We're not a monolith, but also, if I don't like the way that you show up in the world as a black woman, outside of obviously problematic behavior, you're wrong. Including in our own community. I'm fucking tired. As if the bullshit going on outside the community isn't bad enough. But no, every month there's a new fucking stupid, useless discourse. This fucking yapping that gets us nowhere. Actually, some of the yapping got us here in this situation. I'm fucking tired. Inside and out from every direction. And it's so hard, guys, to pull the hee ha ha out. You know, I'm not gonna stop. I'm going to keep going. To be honest, what else am I going to do besides to just keep moving forward with whatever I'm already doing? I still find a bit of joy in creating, but I'm just keeping going, kind of in the way that Tony Stark just keeps on making suits. Because, like, what else am I going to do? All I know is I can't stop. Because if I stop, I might fall apart. I don't know. I just felt like I couldn't make another video go much further without being honest about not being okay and not feeling it. And while not feeling it, I'm doing my best. I'm doing my best. Because we're not going to get through these shitty times without joy, you know? But sometimes I just don't have any spare joy to pour out from my cup, you know? But hey, you know, we go to therapy, we keep going to therapy, we don't isolate, we spend time with our friends, we journal, we focus on self-care, we practice daily gratitude. Because when so much is going wrong, it is easy to overlook the obvious things that are going right. But sometimes I do have to be like, Nick, there is actually quite a bit going right for you. Don't forget. Even feeling as shitty as you do right now, there used to be a time that you used to pray for the everyday problems that you have. You are still living the dream of you 10 years ago. Hashtag whatever it takes, because we're in the end game now. Hashtag whatever it takes. So if anybody else is feeling similar feelings, whether you're in the creator, the social media space or not, just know that you're not alone. You're not alone. You are not alone. Fortunately, the crash out is inevitable, but if it must be inevitable, let it be controlled. That's my MO moving forward. So anyway, I think I've recovered from the panic attack. Now I'm going to go to yoga, which is one of the things that are keeping my crash out controlled. I don't usually spill my guts like this, my inner world to y'all. Don't expect it to happen often. Thanks for listening. Also, if you come up here with any bullshit, I'm just going to block you.